Good morning, beautiful people. Sister Kal Namaste this long. If you're watching the vlog for the first time, welcome. My name is Aman. Today is Wednesday. It's kind of cloudy outside, but it's been a hectic morning. Got up at 7 o'clock. Phone's been ringing off the hook since. I do want to thank you guys for all the messages I got for yesterday's video. Just regarding, trying to get motivated and trying to do something. I got some private messages, got messages on my Instagram, and thank you for the feedback. But I am in a position where I can basically go wherever I want, whenever I want. Obviously I can't just, leave my work hanging, but I can do that, and I can definitely show you guys how to get to that point. Like whatever I've done in my life, I can show you because I've done it. Like if you're asking me, how do I make $1 million in a week? Well, I can't show you that because that's something that I've never done, right? So you may want to, hit somebody else up, but like I said, I'm going to continue on with some of these chats. And hopefully, something will spark and it'll light a fire for you guys. Alrighty fam, 6 o'clock. I just got up. It was a really hectic day today. But that's the joys of being owner-operator, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, man. Sometimes you just got to work some really ridiculous hours. But after yesterday's vlog, regarding setting up yourself, getting an idea, thinking about it. I was also on my Snapchat and Instagram, and I was kind of like doing a similar thing, and I had a lot of people, well, I wouldn't say a lot, maybe 15 to 20 people message me combined, and I totally get it. I know people are so gung-ho about it, but I want to get some caveats out of the way. So today's video is basically some stuff that I feel that you need to take into consideration before you start any side hustle. If any one of these are going to be an issue, unfortunately, you're gonna fail. I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. I'm just saying, like, side hustles, entrepreneurship, stuff like that, it's not designed for everybody. Just like, working a job or being blah, 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 or working for somebody, it's not designed for everybody, okay? There's nothing arrogant about it. There's nothing assholeish about it. It's just facts. I'm not saying one is better than the other, not by a long shot. I just prefer to be on the entrepreneurial side versus me working for somebody. That's all it is, right? All right, guys, so I'm going to be harping on bulletproof mindset because it's really important. Right off the bat, any idea you decide to pick is going to seem foreign to your family and friends. So right off the bat, you're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get a lot of hate, and I'm sorry to say, but you're not going to really get the support, the real support that you need from your family and friends. It's because they think you're crazy. They think, why do you need to do this? You're happy with your, where you are. Why do you need this? Why do you need that? It's because they don't understand what you're trying to do. And this is where most people are going to give up and they're going to quit, because they're going to have this fantastic idea. They're going to go to someone that they know, someone that they love, their friend, their spouse, sister, brother, mother, father, whatever it is. They're going to shoot the idea down and then they're going to give up. So if you're one of those people that are very easily influenced by your peers, by your family, loved ones, etc., it's not for you. Second thing is you got to realize is that something's got to give, and you're going to have to make some sacrifices. What do I mean by that? Okay, so when I first started out, one of my first, companies that I formed was my DJing company. And when do DJs DJ? Pretty much, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is, mainly on the weekends. Well, I was trying to form this company, which today still, is very reputable, even though I don't DJ as much as I used to. I sacrificed, years of not seeing my friends on the weekends. I missed weddings, birthdays, family functions, vacations, trips, you name it. I sacrificed a lot to be able to build a brand for myself. And I don't regret it because, today, in this moment in time, my brand is still recognized in the city. I'm considered one of the pioneers of DJing here in this city. Because of my brand, I'm also now a professional music blogger, and I'm, recognized as one of the world leaders in South Asian music. Where this new venture of my brand is going to take me, I don't know at this moment in time. But to get to this point where I am today with my brand, it took a lot of sacrifices, and that's something most people are just not willing to do. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have to have a social life. That's not what I'm saying. But it could possibly mean that, you may have to skip a few dinners. You may have to skip a few family functions. You may not be able to go every, Friday bowling with your friends or whatever it is. Again, if those things are more important to you than building your side hustle, this isn't for you. Your side hustle is gonna be one of the hardest things you're ever gonna do in your life. Why? Because you have to juggle building whatever it is you're trying to build and juggle your family life, your work life, your friendship life. And it's gonna be a struggle. I'll be honest with you, I still struggle today. There's days where my friends wanna go out on a Thursday or Friday night and I'm stuck at home working on something because, you know, I need to get that done. I'll give you a great example. So tonight is Wednesday. Every Wednesday we have a YouTube mastermind group. I do not do anything on Wednesday nights. If anyone tries to book me for Wednesday from 6 to 8, I refuse to do it because my YouTube mastermind group is really important to me. When I'm in these groups and these mastermind groups, it propels my business another 1-2% because I go in there, give my problems, they tell me what I need to do, and when I execute them, it works. It's a sacrifice that I made. But out of these YouTube mastermind groups, typically I get more work created for me. So you understand what I'm saying? You gotta have an exceptional work ethic or it's not gonna work. This isn't for you. If you're not having fun with whatever you're trying to do with your side hustle, yeah, you're gonna get some times where you're agitated. Yeah, you're gonna get moments where you wanna throw in the towel. But overall, I'm saying, if you're not having fun or you're not excited about what you're trying to do or what you're trying to achieve, it's not gonna work out. Like for example, like myself, I have such a strong love and desire and passion for Punjabi music, and that's what keeps me going. You know, I've got my podcast, I've got my blogging site, you know, I've got a very strong love and desire for IT security. That's my, you know, that's one of my companies, and that keeps me going. I enjoy it. You know, there's ups and downs with every business, but that's life. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my dad has a huge passion for construction, so he's running the construction side of things. I'm not as versed in it, but I'm getting back into it because it needs my help. But again, because the love and desire is so high, like the little problems you get on this side is overshadowed by, you know, me being happy about what I'm doing. So it's really important. Like if you're not having fun, if you're not excited, if you're not getting up in the morning, be like, you know what, I got to crank this out or do this, overall, this is not going to work out and this is clearly not for you. Also, regarding your friends and family circle, be prepared to lose some people because it's going to happen. Either they're going to drop you or you're going to end up dropping them. Believe it or not, there's just some people that don't believe in your vision or don't believe in what you're trying to do. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to decide as an individual if you want to keep those people around you, or do you want to work and surround yourself with people that have the same common goals as you? See, my circle of friends, we all have similar goals, we all have similar tastes, and we excel each other when we try to do something. You've heard me say this many, many times in my vlogs, like who would you want to go to if you wanted money advice? Would you go to a rich person or would you go to a broke person? Actually, most of you will turn around and go to the broke person who's typically a family or friend or something, you know what I mean? Why would you want to do that? That'd be like me going to my doctor for legal advice. It doesn't make sense. So eventually over time, you just find yourself, you know, aligning yourself with the right people that you need in your life. That's not to say you're going to completely drop everybody. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm trying to say is that with your side hustle, whatever you're trying to do, you're going to find a different group of people. And that certain group of people will hopefully get you going, lift you up, help you, and get you to a point where you're successful. So guys, those are just a few things that, you know, I wanted to get right out of the board because they're the deciding factors of how you're gonna get going with whatever you're trying to do. Any one of those issues that I've talked about, if it's something that, you know, you can't avoid, or there's something you can't handle, or something that, you know, it bothers you a lot, unfortunately there's nothing no one really can do, and it may hinder your, you know, success and how far you get into your project or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But you need to understand something, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I can tell you what worked for me. Again, I'm gonna give you whatever works for me, and this may or may not work for you, I don't know. But the way I look at people and the way I look at the world is this. Look, if there's a person giving me advice, right, about anything, I look at them and who they are. So if there's someone giving me advice about money, they better have the money I want in their bank account, they better be living in the house that I want to be living in, and they better have the cars in their driveway that I want. If they don't have any of those three things, I don't take money advice from them. And that goes with everything else. So if there's someone out there that I'm taking advice from, if they do not affect my bills or pay for my mortgage, I do not take their advice. So that's what works for me. As cold-hearted as that sounds, sometimes you need to be that way, because if I had listened to people around my circle way back, you know, 20 years ago or 10 years ago when I started all my companies, I wouldn't have them today. Honestly, I wouldn't. You need to be very wary of who you take advice from and who you go to for advice. So like I said, I wanted to get this stuff out of the way right off the bat, and then from here on we're going to start talking about other things. But this stuff's really important. There's other stuff as well, minor stuff, but we'll get through that when we get to that point. But these were the major things that I wanted to get off my chest to let you guys know, look, if you want to get into a side hustle, man, you better be prepared, because it's going to be a tough road, mentally draining road. And you know what? It's going to shake you up. But I promise you, if you stick with it, hustle hard, it's going to be so well worth it at the end. But yeah, guys, if you're watching this video for the very first time, you know what, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and be part of the family. If you want to see more videos just like this, please click on Beyond the Sky. Of course, to my peeps, be you, stay optimistic, enjoy the rest of your night. Here's a big high five from me to all of you.